What's up, YouTube? We're back with another video today. Today I'm going to talk you through one of my upper body workouts. And we've started a new series on YouTube called the Jacked and Athletic Project. Basically, it's just going to be me taking you through my workouts, showing you me trying to become as jacked and athletic as I possibly can. Trying to show you more insights into my training and how I would train someone to try and get as jacked and as athletic as possible. Because I feel like there's a lot of information out there about people who want to get this kind of way. You know, I think we're moving more towards people wanting to get more athletic rather than just strong and jacked. And there's a way you can do that together at the same time simultaneously. So I just want to show you my insights and how I'm trying to do that myself. So yeah, that's what this series is going to be about. So mainly me taking you through my workouts, maybe not all talking over them. I'll try and do them a little bit more talking to the camera, but yeah, just for this workout, we're just going to talk you through exactly what I did. So we'll just get right into it. So today, as I said, it was an upper body workout. We started off with some muscle ups as a warm up, and we started with the band first because obviously I haven't trained in about 3 weeks properly. We did some workouts when I was away, but nothing too intense or high volume. It was mainly just some jumps and plyos. So upper body really hasn't been hit properly for about 3 weeks. So we started off with some banded muscle ups just because muscle ups were maybe a bit too much for my first setback. We also did, for the warm up, we normally do like maybe 5-10 pull ups and then like 15 press ups and then maybe some side bends and twists for the back just to get a little bit warmed up. But that's all we did. And then we went into the banded muscle ups. We then did 3 sets of 2 reps of regular muscle ups. I think muscle ups are great for just building that overall upper body explosive power. You know, there's a pull there, there's a push there, and it's all like an explosive movement. And I think they're fantastic for building an explosive upper body. And I think it's also a good way to showcase how explosive your upper body is. You know, it's not an easy movement to do. It's also quite a cool skill to learn rather than just being like a power or strength movement. It's also a skill, this exercise. So I think it's quite cool for athletes to do, not just athletes, anyone who wants to get more athletic or even move and feel better. I think it's good for your shoulders, for almost everything in your body. And plus, as I said, you're getting a pull exercise and a push exercise all in one. It's almost like the Olympic lifts for the upper body. Maybe not as powerful as Olympic lifts because obviously you're moving weight and you can move a lot of people move like over 100 kilo in weight. And with this, you're just using your body weight unless you add weight, but it's probably not as explosive, but it's kind of like a Olympic lift for the upper body. So we did 3 sets of 2 reps of them. We then moved on to some incline plyo push-ups. I love these for beginner plyometric push-up variation for anyone. I think you can put the incline really high if you're new to these kind of plyometric push-ups. I'm just doing it on the bench and just trying to be as explosive as possible, pushing yourself as far away from the bench as possible, and then you're landing it back into that press up position and pushing yourself again up. We did 2 sets of 5 of these. Normally I would do 3 or 4 sets, but I just wanted to do 2 sets because I'm, as I said, just coming back off 3-week holiday. Don't want to do too much volume in this session. But they felt explosive, they felt pretty good, so that was good. We then, and also, as I was about to say, when you're doing these explosive exercises, they're great to do before strength work because it really gets your CNS, central nervous system, fired up and ready for the strength work. And it can actually, you know, you get more alert, you feel a bit more snappy. And it's just like the upper body plyometrics. It's almost like doing lower body plyometrics, you know, it gets your, as I said, central nervous system fired up and ready for the strength work, and actually can make you a little bit stronger. You know, it means you're, rather than just going straight into your lifts feeling a bit slow and sluggish, you go into them feeling fast and explosive. So that's why I like to do them before my heavy lifting and strength work. So yeah, as I said, then we moved on to our heavy lifting, which was bench press. We worked up to a 1 rep on the bench press. We did 110 kilo for 1 rep, which is like, it's not my best. Like, I've managed to hit 121 before, but as I said, just because we're coming back from 3 weeks off, I just wanted to hit that single, not a max out effort. I definitely could have got 2 reps there, but we'll take that for the first session back. We're just going to ease our way back into it. We then did 2 back off sets, 1 set at 100 kilo for 100 kilo for 3 reps, which is quite comfortable for me. Normally I can do 6 to 8 reps for 100 kilo. We then did 90 kilo just for 6 reps. Again, I can normally do like probably 10 reps at 90 kilo. But just for today, we just want to stick at 6 reps. We're not trying to hit any PBs right at the moment. We're just trying to get our body used to these movements again, back into training. And then maybe in the next couple of weeks, we'll start hopefully hitting PBs, because sometimes it's good to take a nice little rest from training. It means that your nervous system, especially if you've been working out really, really hard, it means your nervous system gets a little break, your muscles get a break, and maybe for the first couple of weeks you won't be at your absolute best, but normally within a week or two, like after the first couple of weeks, so maybe like the 3rd week, 4th week, you end up hitting PBs again. As long as you've been training hard before the break. If you were training hard before the break, then you're probably not, but if you were training hard before the break, you take your little break and then you come back again, you get right back into it, you ease your way back in, and then the next few weeks you start pushing yourself, you're probably going to hit PBs, and that's the aim for me with these, just trying to ease my way back in, and then hopefully in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks time, we'll start hitting PBs again. So then we finished the bench press with the 90 for 6 reps. We then moved on to weighted pull-ups. We did 3 sets of 5 at 20 kilo, which is quite comfortable, pretty good weight. I was only going to do 2 sets, but the 2 sets felt good, so I decided to do a 3rd set. Pull-ups don't really fatigue me too much as like bench press does, or like these heavy lifts. They seem to fatigue me a lot more than what pull-ups kind of do. So I decided to do 3 sets, and it felt comfortable, it felt fine, it was a good weight, so that was good. We then finished that, and then we moved on to our pump work. So again, it wasn't too much with this, it was just a little bit inverted row. I love this exercise for a nice back and bicep pump. We did 2 sets of 15 reps, I think we did, just trying to get your chest to the bar at a nice low position. Sometimes you can put your feet onto the bench to make it a little bit harder, but I just put my feet on the floor and just try to pull myself up to my chest, just nice, trying to get a nice pump on the back and on the biceps. We also supersetted that with oblique side bends. These were nice and light as well. It was like 24 kilo, which is pretty light for me. I like to do these on the Smith machine a lot of the time, so that you can really load up that weight and get nice and heavy on these. But just for today, we did 2 sets of 12 with a kettlebell at 24 kilo, just trying to get nice and low into that position, feeling that stretch in the obliques. This is actually one of my favorite exercises for core work. You're strengthening your back, everything. It's such a great exercise, especially when you do it heavy. But for today, just nice and light, a few reps, nothing crazy, just to get the body moving again. We then finished with a 1 mile run, and because I don't have any more football, normally my conditioning is pretty high because I'm football training twice a week and I game on a Saturday, so I'm quite well conditioned. But now that I don't have that, I'm just looking to maintain it now. So all I'm going to do is maybe do 3 days of cardio a week, just at the end of sessions, just like, even if it's just a mile run. So I did a mile run in 10 minutes, which is really, really slow for me, but just building up that capacity again. Probably do that once or twice a week, and then maybe push one day a little bit harder. My best mile run was 5 minutes 50, so hopefully we can maybe push that a bit more and get in between 5:30 with just building this up. But so that was it for the day. I didn't film the mile run, but I filmed everything else. But yeah, that was us for the day. It was a pretty solid workout. I'll try and get more videos out on YouTube of me going through workouts. Hopefully I'll be able to talk to the camera a little bit more. But yeah, for today, that's all. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.